home is a place where, you know, your children come and they feel safe and they feel loved, and it's their special place. I remember hearing a kid run up and go, "We have a doorbell now." It was so special to him. I have my own room, run up the stairs. This is my room, you know, to have their place, their home. And, you know, to be able to walk to school and come and have friends over, just the things that we enjoyed as kids in our lives that before, when they're crammed into a little one-bedroom apartment, you can't bring a buddy home to that. You can't have an overnight sleepover, some of that fun stuff being a kid. So home is a rich, rich place for memories. It's what you come back to.
Hello, my name is Katy Martinez and I'm a Habitat homeowner. Habitat changed the course of my family's life. We now own a home. They help us make the dream of home ownership a reality. Habitat gave us an opportunity to own our home, live with a bedroom for each of my kids, a kitchen to cook in, a garden to relax, a garage, a big dining table to eat our meals, a comfy living room, a place where my kids can study quietly, a new life.
Hello, my name is Alito Martinez and I am a Habitat homeowner. What my space and room means to me is that I get to have quiet time, read my books, do my homework, and invite my friends over, which is something I couldn't do before. Thank you, Habitat, for choosing me and my family.
Hello, Habitat. My name is Francisco Martinez. Let me take you a little tour of my room. Here, I have my very own bookshelf collection. I have my own room that I can jump around in. And I even have my own closet. And none of these things were possible without Habitat. I really appreciate Habitat and what they've done for us. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Habitat. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for my family and me. Thank you.
We are making the dream of home ownership possible because of you. So together, we're not just building houses. We're building homes filled with love, warmth, and hope.
We welcome Michael Valentine, President and CEO of Habitat for Humanity, Orange County. Michael, that video was so heartwarming. Oh my gosh, I kind of had to hold back the tears. What you do is absolutely amazing. How long have you been involved in the organization?
Well, before I tell you about that, you know, there's something about this family you should know.
They had
three kids, so you didn't get to hear from the third kid.
Oh. Was he camera shy?
Well, I don't know why he wasn't that day, but we've had him at events before, and they talk about what home means to them. They had lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, so the 3 kids had to share a room. That's why he was so excited about having a bookshelf, having a closet. He had his own place, you know, his own, and the little girl was just so happy to finally have some privacy in her own room.
Sure.
And the oldest told us that what was special for him is that he finally bothered to memorize his home address. They moved so much.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
oh my goodness.
You know, this is the story of hundreds of families that need to find a place that they can call home and live there permanently. Call it their forever home, whatever you need to call it, but a place that's safe and not having to move all the time.
How do you not become overly emotional when the keys are turned over?
It's a joyful time.
Yeah, yes. I know, but that still brings tears of joy,
it does.
Right? I wouldn't be able to hold it together.
There are moments where I have to pause.
Yes.
But that's why I'm doing this. I have been involved with Habitat for a little over 11, maybe 12 years. I started on the board. And just before, through a series of events, we found the organization was in need of a CEO, and I was between jobs after working for a firm for 17 years. And so I was asked to step in sort of a temporary role. And in 3 months later, then the board said, would you like to do this permanently? And I said, oh yes, very much.
Did you find your calling?
It did. It was something I think I was called to. I've been involved with philanthropic boards for a number of years, and I've always wanted to be able to give back wherever I could. I have a background in construction and development, so it just really suited all my skill sets and my passion for it as well.
Right.
So,
wow.
really wonderful.
That's amazing. So what are some of the challenges that you've had to face
Well,
with the organization?
We have the same costs that anybody else developing homes has. Pay the same city fees, the same construction costs. Yes, we do get some volunteers that come on site and help defray the costs that way, as we're not paying for labor. We have some companies that donate materials, so in-kind donations, and we have a lot of generous donors. But in Orange County in particular is one of the most expensive places to live in the country.
Right.
With a median home price anywhere from 1.1 to 1.3, wherever you read about it, and the median income price income is $127,000 in Orange County. That sounds like a lot of money.
Unbalanced ratio.
Very much so. In fact, if you look at just trying to limit your housing cost to 30% of your income, which is what people say you should do, that median income buys you about a $575,000 home. You also have to have down payment, closing costs, so there's $135,000, $150,000. Do you know where you can buy a home in Orange County for $575,000?
I actually don't.
Yeah, there's not very many places, and some of those places aren't safe. Some of the homes in that price range are in really bad shape. So, a family moving in with that income, they're not going to be able to fix it up and make it a home. So, we're filling that gap by creating homes that people who are in the low income bracket and the moderate income bracket can afford to buy. And it's a hard job, but it's one that's really, really worthwhile.
Yes, understandably so. So you also have a critical home repair program. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we call that home preservation. So there are numerous people living in Orange County that are on a fixed income. They own their home. They bought it years and years ago, right? When you could really afford to buy a home.
Right. When they were 500,000.
Yeah, well below that at the time. But in that fixed income bracket, sometimes the house gets away from you, the maintenance. The roofs need to be replaced every 20, 30 years.
Right.
That's a $20,000, $30,000 investment maybe for somebody that hasn't been putting away that kind of money.
Right.
So the critical home repair, we work in 8 different cities within the County of Orange right now, and they have funds that we basically go out with our team and people that qualify. We work on their house. We do things like, we do roofs. We do energy efficient window replacements. We deal with anything that's out of code electrically, or modernize a bathroom, or maybe they need some help retrofitting for accessibility. So anything we do to help them stay in their home. And so with the city funds and those grants, the families can stay there and in many cases don't have to pay anything back. For those that live in mobile homes, we have a really terrific program through Cal Home. And the Cal Home grants can go up to $55,000, which is a lot of work that you can do to fix up the home. And in years 11 to 20, they basically go to a zero balance by the time you get to year 20. So that also becomes free money to use to fix up their home.
And is that applicable just to the mobile home?
In that program, Cal Home, yes. But many of the cities do structure it as a grant rather than as a loan.
Okay.
Yeah, so very helpful for
Wow.
families that stay in place there.
Who qualifies for those programs?
Well, there's an income bracket that you need to be in. So low income is generally 60 to 80% of the average median income. And so they have to fit there. They have to have a need. Especially if the home is not a healthy place to live. Maybe there's roofs leaking, there's mold, there's rot, there's things going on there. So they look for the people that have the greatest need.
Right. And how do volunteers volunteer? How do they contact you? What do they need to do?
Yeah.
Give us the protocol on people who want to help volunteer.
We have a lot of different ways for people to volunteer. We have something we call team builds. That's where, let's say you have a company and you want to have a special day for your team to come together and do some team building. They can build on our site for a small fee. We have that available on our construction sites. We also do playhouses. So they can build a playhouse, decorate it, and then give it to somebody, an organization they care about. So we've had them build them and give them to, like, say, Boys and Girls Clubs, this kind of thing. The faith community is very active with Habitat for Humanity, and they can check in and become involved through their churches. And then we have a select group of women who are out there called Women's Build. And this devoted group helps they actually make the kits for our playhouses.
Oh,
and they work
wonderful.
on site. They support the mission through raising funds to buy important appliances for the home.
Okay.
And so they're great, get involved there. We have restores in Orange County and Santa Ana and Anaheim. This is where we take in donations of furniture and other building materials, and people can get involved there, do some volunteering there in the restore. But you should check it out. We have great deals, name brands. Sometimes they're brand new in the box for about
my
half of what you
goodness.
pay in retail.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, you have an event coming up November 15th.
Yes.
Called Keys to 100.
I am very excited about this
Okay,
event
let's
because
go.
our big goal is to build 100 homes in the next 3 years. And we've been at a clip of about 68 homes in the last 10 years. So we really want to pick that up. And so this event is happening on November 15th. It's led by our celebrity chef, Jamie Gwynn, who will be hosting the event. It goes from 5:30 to 8:30. It's going to be an evening of great food and wine and cocktails and silent auctions and live auctions. But the biggest thing is we're going to put 100 families in homes here in the next 3 years. And that's really
Okay.
what matters.
Well, on that note, thank you so much, Michael, for coming in and giving us all that information.
Great meeting you too, Bree.
You're watching This Day on Village TV.